Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, friends. Professor Rao here. Welcome to Let's Crack the Interviews channel. Today, let's talk about a pertinent interview question. Tell me about yourself. You know, friends, interview is a conversation, interview is a dialogue process. Interview is a process of assessing the suitability of candidate for a given role or given position, for a given job. So once you walk into the interview cabin confidently and shaking hands firmly and offer to take a seat, the first and foremost question in any interview is tell me about yourself. So basically, how do we answer it? What are the various pointers you need to keep in mind? What the HR or employer expects as an answer from you for this particular question, and how do you handle this? Is what we are going to deal with it. What interviewers want to see that your attitude towards work, your work ethic, and your suitability to the job and the role being offered as per the requirements listed in the JD group. What is JD? Job description. You know, friends, you have submitted your resume is with him or her, the interviewer. If the or is a, there could be more than one, two people, there could be a panel interview as well. For them, resume is a list of skills. They call it is a laundry list of skills. They would like to know who you are as a person, who you are as a human, and what drives you forward, what are your values, and what are your strengths, opportunities, and your attitude, and what is your value system. All that being ascertained with the help of a dialogue and by meeting you with a personal one-on-one interview. The first and foremost question, so it's very important that that particular encounter meeting is an interview, which is a conversation, a dialogue process to assess the suitability of a candidate for a given role. Like to see your attitude towards work and your work ethics and suitability to the job and role, the requirements, matching of the requirements as per the skills you possess and the experience you possess, and what's important to you while you are introducing, what's important to you about you when you are talking about your own self, and who you are as a person. As I said, who you are as a person. Are you a sincere, honest, ethical, and authentic person? Are you someone who is excessively obsessed with success and willing to cut moral corners to achieve success by hook or crook? Who you are as a person, what kind of a human being you are, is what is being assessed, ascertained in an interview. And so who you are as a person. You may use adjectives while describing yourself and say how you are suitable fit for the job, what skills you possess, and how your skills suitable and offer a fit fitment to the particular position or a job being offered according to the job description. Very important. Therefore, you need to be confident and demonstrate self-esteem, self-confidence through a proper body language. What is body language, friends? Body language consists of eye contact, gestures, posture, and limb movement, smile, nodding, and your overall appearance is part of your body language, isn't it? It's very critical. 55% of the message we communicate through body language, and 38% of the message we communicate through voice, tone, intonation, pitch, and speed. We discussed last class, and 7% of the message we communicate through language, the global connecting international language, English. So be confident, demonstrate good self-esteem, self-confidence, and a positive, confident body language. Very critical. And be human. Show passion via your paralanguage. Paralanguage is all everything and anything you do with your voice, your tone, intonation, pitch, and speed. In short, we call it TIPS, tips, tone, intonation, pitch, and speed in paralanguage. These are the four things you should keep in mind while talking about paralanguage as part of your voice modulation, pitch, speed, and quality of the tone, and so on. Be present and demonstrate good presence of mind. Be there, be present, and deliver. Good interview is a conversation, not a monologue. It's a dialogue. Listen and answer the questions with a smile. It's very critical that you need to possess and demonstrate, display a gentle smile. Very important. You need to listen carefully. is also an opportunity to assess your listening skills, isn't it? Communication is not only about talking, continuously answering or talking minutes together. It's all about listening, writing, reading, and speaking. The other four elements of communication, you know that. Listening is very important, and listening is very important. Perhaps that's why L comes first in LWRS skills: listening, writing, reading, and speaking, isn't it? So listen the question completely and clearly, and if you don't understand, paraphrase and gain the understanding. Else, request the interviewer to repeat the question for your better understanding. Tell me about yourself. First, you greet the interviewer and say that morning, good afternoon, good evening, sir. Be polite, be courteous, and you sir or madam, and greet the interviewer. Interview if it's more than one person, interview panel, whatever the number of interviewers be. Thank the interviewer for the opportunity being given to introduce yourself after greeting. It's very important. You need to greet and you need to be polite and courteous and thank the interviewer for giving an opportunity of introducing yourself. Say your name in full. First and foremost, you should pronounce and say your name in full. Don't give short names, and giving a short name shows quite informal and quite it's not a I they not get the clear message that you are interested in the opportunity. So say your full name, saying myself Ram, for example, uh, while answering this particular question, saying that while introducing you say myself Ram is a wrong expression. You should say I am Ram, my name is Ram. That should be the right approach. So using the expression myself Ram or myself Sham or myself John is a wrong expression while saying your name. Okay, you tell about your place, where you have come from, your native place, with interesting a fact about your native place. Then I have come from the financial capital of India, Bombay, Mumbai rather. So tell about an interesting fact about your native place is very important. So qualifications, and say latest qualification first, you know what you call this as reverse chronological order. So tell and answer about your qualifications in reverse chronological order. First mention about your PG or graduation, then go for plus two or intermediate, then your 10th class and so on. So latest qualification first, and tell about the major subject you have chosen and percentage of marks you have procured in your qualification and your degrees, and reason for choosing the professional stream and why you chose the professional stream. For example, if you are engineering graduate and you say that why did you choose CSC, computer science engineering? Is it towards passion? It happens by passion, happens through by chance or choice? Chance or choice? You have taken as a choice because you like it. You have a passion towards coding, programming, developing, and you are good at computer science, computer engineering, and you have chosen it. Or it happened by chance because someone else, your best friend, has taken it, or your parents or somebody else has compelled you to take it. What is that? How did it happen? Has it happened by chance or choice? So the reason for choosing the professional stream, you all must be having your own unique reason. Please remember and tell that reason is very important. And so there will be a question that way. And achievements and accomplishments are very important. What are your achievements and accomplishments so far in your academic life? If you have experience in your work life, what are the achievements? What your best work or best achievement? Any awards, rewards, accomplishments, kudos you have received? All that can be put forth over here. Your strengths, you speak about your strengths. Showcase why you are the best fit for the role. Your strengths talk about why you align your strengths to the role you are appearing for, to the opportunity, the job, requirement. Therefore, you can showcase your strengths to as a best fit for the role. It's very important. And say that good at programming and you are a good Java developer and you are a quick learner, you are adaptable and you are a good team player. All the traits, characteristics required to be a good software engineer, systems integrator, isn't it? Very, very important. So your strengths should talk about your best fit for the role, your skills and experience, and say talk about what skills you have, technical skills, hard skills and soft skills is where you can talk about it. And experience, as a fresher, you may not be having experience, where you can mention about your project work you have undertaken, industrial internship you have undertaken, industrial what is called any refresher program you have undertaken, and any vocational training you have undertaken in the industry, so on. That might be considered as part of your experience as industrial internship training programs and all that. Your project work is very important. You need to speak about your project work for a few seconds. It's very critical and important. What's the project? What's the objective of the project you started with? What's the team size? What's your role in the team? How did you manage the team? What the technologies have used in the project work? And what are the key learnings by virtue of completing the project? And is there any what is called mistakes or failures in the project? How did you overcome those failures? What are the key learnings from the failures? So on and so forth are very critical. On project work, there could be very many questions, and you need to have a thorough overview, end-to-end understanding and knowledge about your project work, and try to answer the questions pertaining to your project. And should be mini project, major project. Probably you talk about one major project passionately, which you have done in a longer period of time. Your family background is optional, friends, but you can briefly mention about number of people you have in your family, and there is no need of mentioning the names of those people. So you can say that while introducing our mothers, you can say, instead of saying that my mother is a housewife, the best expression is my mother is a homemaker. Homemaker makes a lot of sense. Mothers do a lot of woman service for the sake of the family. Therefore, the best expression for expressing mother who is a housewife is a homemaker, isn't it? Hobbies. What do you do during your free time? What is that you are passionate about during your pastime or your free time? You already briefly mentioned about your hobbies you have, and you do it during free time. And any cultural programs you have organized, you have assisted, you have taken part, or you're a team member there in organizing your culturals in your school or college days or whatever, university days. Seminar, symposium, conferences you attended and paper presented, or paper publications in the journals, or paper presented in the seminar, symposium, conferences, national or international level, whatever. So you need to mention about it. Then talk about your goals, where you can mention about short-term and long-term goal. Your short-term goal is to become a software engineer in a good multinational company, and long-term goal is to uh, be in a leadership position as a techno-functional consultant, leading a team of people, guiding, mentoring, guiding them, grooming them, guiding them, mentoring them, the team of people, and share your knowledge and experience for the growth of the team, for the development of the organization. Or if your long-term goal is to become an entrepreneur, say that you want to like to become an entrepreneur. Then conclude by saying that to say you are done with it, so you need to say conclude. That's it. Thank you, sir, for the opportunity once again. And this is all about me. So this is all about me and my introduction. Thank you, sir. You mention about it. So and say that you conclude it by thanking again. Remember, do tell your professional story while talking about your answer to this particular question. Tell me about yourself. Probably put it in the form of a professional story. I would like to know uh, more about actually the work you have done, your academics and your achievements, and your professional story. So tell a professional story, which needs to be engaging, compelling, clear, and complete. Make your story achievements oriented and see what are the various achievements, accomplishments, and kudos you have received in your academic career so far need to be mentioned, and your story needs to be achievements oriented. Okay, align, and that your story needs to be aligned to the job role requirements, so that again the examiner, rather the interviewer will think that you are the best fit for the particular opportunity. So interviewers are very humane friendly, and they are most of the cases they always want you to be successful. They always want you to perform well. Relax, be cool, and do well, friends. Don't feel tensed and nervous. Have a gentle smile, relax, and prepare and show enthusiasm, energy, and then speak confidently. It's very, very important. So please rehearse it, prepare it, and prepare it the whole thing in the form of a professional story. Show enthusiasm, energy, and presentation skills, and speak smoothly is very important. To demonstrate good enthusiasm and energy level is very important. I have seen people who got rejected in the campus drives, saying that lack of enthusiasm, lack of energy, low energy level. So therefore, please show good deal of enthusiasm, energy for that 20, 30 minutes of your interview process. Demonstrate that demonstrate that your skills best fit for the job. See that you have the required qualifications, you have the required skills, both hard skills and soft skills, which are the best fit for the job, for the role, for the opportunity, as described in the job description, isn't it? First impression is the best impression. Therefore, this first very question, tell me something about yourself or introduce yourself. Tell me something about you. That could be the same thing can be put it in. Tell me something about you in 3 words. Tell me something only about you. In such case, we need not talk. There is no need of talking about our family details and all that. So the same question can be put in 3, 4 different ways. They say that tell me something about you in 3 words. You just need to describe and yourself in 3 adjectives. Isn't it? I'm hardworking and I'm authentic, learning oriented, and adaptable, and I'm a quick learner. Something like that. So basically, you demonstrate your passion and show that you give tremendous importance to continuous lifelong learning. You are adaptable and you are confident and you are enthusiastic to work for the organization. That needs to come through very clearly in your overall presentation, your overall body language, your overall answers. Very important. That's how you can make a first impression. It's the best impression. You know that we never get a second chance to make a first impression. Therefore, answer this question by keeping these 10 pointers in mind, and then you can give a wonderful answer for this particular. Then let's see what are the tips you need to keep in mind. First and foremost, please read the JD, job description, clearly, and prepare, practice accordingly. Your skills should align with the job, the role, isn't it? We all play different roles, and actually the interviews happen for various roles in an organization, isn't it? Therefore, your skills need to align with the job, and for that you need to go through the JD, job description document. Ask your, HR, your college, TPO, training placement officers, or your people, and look at your websites and advertisements and clearly go through the JD, job description. Write down your personal introduction, key points, and practice. Very important. You need to rehearse and practice. It's very important. Practice and prepare thoroughly for your interview. It's very important. And for this particular pertinent question, you definitely can practice. Minimum duration for answering this question should be 1 minute. Maximum is 90 seconds, 1.5 minute. Limit your self-introduction to 1 minute to maximum 90 seconds, 1.5 minute. Not more than that. Isn't it? That's the maximum attention span the HR would have for listening to you about your self-introduction. So please be brisk and to the point, and complete your self-introduction in 1 minute. Maintain eye contact, be authentic, and look confident. Isn't it? Maintain eye contact. If one person, if there are 2, 3 people, maintain uniform eye contact with all the 2, 3 people in the panel. Be authentic, be real, be yourself, be trustworthy, be honest, be sincere. Authenticity is very important, friend. You need to be authentic. If you're not sure about something, if you don't have an answer, you can say that I don't know. No is also a good answer. It's not a bad answer for certain questions. And then follow it up by saying that I don't know particular technology, sir, but I'm a quick learner and I learn this technology on the job in a couple of weeks' time. That could be your appropriate answer, isn't it? Because you are saying that you are a quick learner, and you are confessing that you don't know at this point in time. But you may be knowing a related technology through which you can easily learn this particular new technology quite comfortably and easily in a short period of time. Look confident, show confidence. Confidence comes through in your eyes and your body language, your face. Face is the index of mind, you know that. And your paralanguage, language. And so therefore, maintain eye contact and demonstrate positive body language. Be authentic, be real, be yourself. And look confident, look at everyone in the panel and have gentle smile and answer the questions. Use a storytelling mode, as I said, create a professional story, and can use hand gestures. Yes, isn't it? You can use hand gestures while answering, isn't it? There is a golden rule says that let limbs speak to the audience, and show the gestures with open palms while and use your hand gestures, and because power is in the palms, and that really show your hand gesture should in sync with the voice, the answer you are giving, the words you are using, isn't it? Then you'll look authentic and very very real. Sound you should sound happy, relaxed, be positive, and adaptable and promising to the interviewer. That needs to be demonstrated in your answer. Demonstrate a right attitude is the key for holistic success, isn't it? You need to show a display, demonstrate a right positive attitude is very important. We discussed that attitude is everything. Attitude determines altitude in life. We hire for attitude and train for skills. What HR says. HR says that we hire for the positive attitude and train for skills. Attitude is positive and enthusiastic and optimistic and and happy, mean good. Then the person is hired. Person can be hired, and because anyway they have a particular training period to train you for the skills. So HR, I love this statement. We hire for attitude and train for skills. Therefore, please nurture and approach the things with a positive frame of mind. Positive attitude is very, very important, friends. A person with centum or a university topper, gold medalist with a cynical negative attitude will never be selected. Instead, they go for a person with 7.5 CGPA and with a positive attitude, basic communication skill, holistic perspective, learnability, adaptability, and a good team player, a basic leadership skills. They go for the second person than the college, the university topper. Therefore, very important. We hire for attitude and train for skills. Attitude is everything, friends. So attitude can be our best friend or worst enemy, isn't it? It's very important. If it's positive, that acts as our best friend. If it is cynical and negative, that same attitude will act as our enemy, worst enemy. Therefore, approach things with positive attitude. Thank the interviewer for the opportunity. Once it's all done, say that thank the interviewer for the opportunity being given to interview you. It's very, very important. Then this is a brief information and pointers you need to keep in mind while answering this first pertinent question. Tell me something about you, rather introduce yourself.